today I'm here to do a lovey-dovey type of video. Since Valentine's Day is next week, I thought we would talk about some of our, or at least my favorite romantic type of novels. You know, books that make you swoon, that make you just melt to a puddle on the floor because the love is just so amazing and just so swoon-worthy. I myself am a huge fan of romance. Like, it's insane how much I love love. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I thought I'd talk about my favorite romantic books. Get on to some of my favorite books. I just want to tell you another thing about love type of thing. In the Digital Romance Festival for HarperCollinsUK. I'm sure you all have heard of HarperCollins. They are an amazing publisher. This is the UK publisher. They are hosting a digital romance festival, again, which will be the 7th and 8th of February. And it's really cool. They did it last year and they had a huge, amazing turnout for it via Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of social media thing. Gonna have like a program event on Twitter, on Facebook, a few Google Hangouts, which is awesome. On Saturday, they're planning like a professional development day for authors. So we're gonna have script doctors with editors, reads Q&A, which would be great for upcoming authors if you were interested in writing a novel, especially a romance one at that. News and so much more. So that's Saturday's gonna be like an author day. So if you're looking to be an author, or if you already are an author, that would be a great day for you to join in on the Digital Romance Festival. Then on Sunday, they're gonna focus more on readers and book lovers, which I know a lot of people on my channel are readers and book lovers, so listen out, Sunday is the day for you. We're gonna have author interviews on Twitter, which will be awesome, so you can ask questions, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna have Google Hangouts with authors, discussion posts on the theme of romance, all that kind of stuff. And they're gonna have prizes and giveaways and so much more. This is so cool. I didn't know about this last year, but I know about it this year, so I thought I would tell you guys about it. And I mean, like I said, I will definitely be checking this out because it's a Digital Romance Festival and it's so awesome. You know, maybe you get to connect with some of your favorite authors and all that kind of stuff. So I will leave the link down below to all the information. Definitely check it out because romance is awesome. Anyway, let's get on to some of my favorite romantic books. Now, you guys know I love contemporary. Contemporary is probably my favorite genre out of all the YA. I just love contemporary. Now, this was hard because I really tried to pick books that are really about the love, that made me swoon, that made me just have my heart melted in a puddle. So it's only about 5 or 6 books, but I was very, very strict on the books I picked because I really wanted to have some romance heavy or like some really love heavy ones. Now, a lot of contemporaries are about love and stuff like that, but there's also about a life lesson and stuff like that, so I really tried to pick the ones that were really lovey-dovey. The first book I'm going to talk about is a book I've talked about so many times, and I will keep talking about it so many times. That's going to be I've Got Your Number by Stephenie. This is an adult chick lit book, and yes, it is chick lit, but it is heavy on the love. Now, I would say it's not completely lovey-dovey, but man, when the love got going in this book, it was amazing. Like, I listened to this book. I remember listening to one scene and I was like, my heart stopped, my heart was pounding, and I was like, will they or won't they, will they or won't they? And that's what I love about a good romance book, is the will they or won't they aspect, the whole build up, it's amazing. This is also an amazingly funny book, so if you're looking for love, check, funny, check, an amazing book, check, you need to read I've Got Your Number by Stephenie for sure. Next up, don't hate me for this, but when I was 14, this book was amazing for me, and I thought it was so lovey and so amazing, and I still look back on it, and I still remember reading it when I was like 14, and it's gonna be Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, ugh, but you know what? They have a lot of build-up, you know? Edward was like, he looked at her intently. Bella looked intensely. It's all about the intense stares in this book, and there was definitely a whole will there, won't there, huge build-up. Now, this isn't I did love Twilight series, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like the last book, but I do love the first, I love the first one. It's all beat up, this is my original copy, and yeah, you know what? It's a vampire, it's basically a romantic book, so yeah, say what you will, I liked it. The next book is rather a series, an adult series, and it's the Bride Quartet series by Nora Roberts. A friend actually lent me the first book in the series because it's all about a wedding photographer, and I'm a wedding photographer. It's about 4 girls who own a business, like a wedding business. One's the photographer, one's the cake decorator, one's the flower girl, like the flower arranger, and the other one's like the coordinator of the whole place. This is definitely a very romance-heavy series. It's all about love and stuff like that, and I adore it. I've read the first 3 books in the series, and you should definitely check this out if you're a fan of Nora Roberts. She's written like a bajillion books anyway, so check them out. And moving on to YA, I picked up 4 books, a lot for YA. The first one is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephenie Perkins. If this book didn't make you swoon, I don't know what will. Anna and Etne are an amazing couple, and they're just, the will they or won't they factor gets you so hard in this book. You're just like, oh my gosh, they're so perfect for each other, they don't know it, all that stuff. I'm sure you've probably heard of this, or you've probably read it. It's an amazing series, and it's an amazing book, and it's definitely swoon-worthy. I mean, it's in Paris, for goodness sake, so if that doesn't make you swoon, I don't know what will. Next book is Crash Into You by Katie Mcgarry. This is the third, the third book, part of her Pushing the Limit series. I really like Pushing the Limit, her first book. I didn't really love Dare You to her second book, but oh my goodness, did I love Crash Into You. This is so swoon-worthy, so romantic, so steamy, oh my gosh. I know the cover is completely horrible, I hate it, but whatever. The book is amazing. If you are hesitant to check out this series, you don't have to read them in order, you don't have to read them, every one of them. I highly suggest you pick up this one because Crash Into You is, oh my gosh, so romantic, so lovey. I love this one. This is my favorite in the series, and I have yet to read one that beats it in the series, so definitely check it out. Next book is The Book of Broken Hearts by Sarah Auchler. I love Sarah Auchler. This book is so romantic and swoon-worthy. It's all about a girl that shouldn't date this guy because her family hates his family and all that stuff, so, I mean, it's a recipe for a good book right there. It's so swoon-worthy, so romantic. This one's probably my favorite one. I read this forever ago, but it still remains one of my favorite swoon-worthy books. And that's Perfect Chemistry by Simone Echols. This is the book 1 in the series. By far my favorite in the series. Love it. Oh my gosh. This book was so steamy, so romantic, so amazing. I loved it so, so much. If you're looking for romance and swoon-worthy, definitely pick this one up because I love it so much. Anyway, those are my favorite romantic, swoon-worthy books because I just love reading them. I'm sure my list is more, but I really wanted to pick my favorites out of them. So anyway, definitely check out the HarperCollinsUK Digital Romance Festival. Like I said, all the links below. And let me know what romance books you love for Valentine's Day because it's coming up next week and it's all about love and heart and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Before you go, please check out all of my links, my book blog where I review all of my books, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Goodreads, my other channel. All the links are down below for you to feast your eyes on. Yeah.